Hey everyone, Steven from Straight Fire Picks. We got best bets for NBA on Sunday, April 10th, 2022. We're going to have NBA player prop spreads over-unders here for you today. We're going to have 3 picks that I think are great value bets for the Sunday NBA slate. As always, just want to thank you all for your continued support here on the channel. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We are on the road now to 5,000 subscribers. Can't wait to get there with you guys. We'll be doing a parlay giveaway once we get to 5,000 subscribers. Reminder here at the channel as well, guys, we are now partnered with Prize Picks. So if you use our code SFP or one of our links down below, you'll get a 100% deposit match up to $100 on your first deposit there on Prize Picks. Really a great app and a great site, guys. They specialize in player props, over-unders, things of that nature. You can literally bet on just about anything. That includes esports and all sorts of stuff, guys. Really is a lot of fun to use. I've been having a lot of fun using it. So I highly encourage you to check that out. Be sure to also check out our community Discord server as well. Great place to connect with our community and to get new ideas for bets. We'll have a link down in the comment section and in the description of that as well where you can check that out. Be sure to also drop your favorite pick down below in the comment section. If you like your pick included in our comment capper section, just be sure to put a star or an asterisk next to your pick, and we'll include your pick in the video if it hits. Okay, now a quick shout out to our Straight Fire MVPs. Beautiful list, guys. As always, beside me here are all of our Straight Fire MVPs. If you're interested in becoming a Straight Fire MVP, there is a join button down below that you can click on. There's also a link in the comment section and in the description. Really just a great way to support the channel and what we do here at the channel, guys. It's $3.99 per month. You get some custom emojis and things of that nature. Okay, now results from the previous episode. So for our comment cappers, we had Travis Hortman calling the Trey Jones over 20.5 points and assists. Was able to cash that. As far as our stream results, it was a weird day yesterday because we didn't have any official picks in the video. All of our picks were added later in the comment section and on our Twitter and all those type of things. We ended up going 2-1 for the day, 1-1 in the NBA. So we were able to cash the James Harden under 23.5 points there in the 76ers Pacers game. He ends up finishing with 22, so we were very happy about that, though, able to cash that. And then the other play that we missed on in the NBA was the Davion Mitchell over 7.5 assists. Absolutely heartbreaking, guys. He gets his 7th assist, literally the first possession in the third quarter. I'm like, oh, this is cash. I don't even have to check this anymore. But I was still looking at it. I just wanted to make sure. And, time's going by, and he still has it cash. He doesn't end up getting another assist the rest of the game. His team just missed every shot on passes from him. It was absolutely brutal. Nothing you can really do about that. Would have been a nice hit for us, plus value play. And, of course, it just didn't come in. We did cash the run line bet that we had in baseball. We took the Tampa Bay Rays minus 1.5 run line there versus the Orioles. They completely dominate the Orioles, and continued yesterday with a 5-3 win. So covered that. So 2-1 winning day on the channel, 1-1 in the NBA. So we've been doing it solid pretty lately, guys. Let's keep it going here today. Let's get this 3-0. If I have any added plays, I'll post those in the same spots I did yesterday. Pinned comment at the top on this video, Twitter, and our Discord. And the whole idea, guys, is I just want it in as many spots as I can get it so you guys can see it. You don't have to go to all those sites. You can pick one. So I'm just trying to be clear about that. You don't have to go to all 3. The idea is that you can view it on one site. So I'm trying to make it as convenient as I can for everybody. So hopefully you guys are able to find that. Let's get into our picks here today, though. Let's get this 3-0. Getting right into our picks at number 1. We're going with LaMelo Ball over 3.5 threes here for the Charlotte Hornets at plus 130 odds. So, guys, I just had to take this. The trend is just too strong here for LaMelo Ball. He's 10 out of his last 13 to this line. He's been absolutely scorching from deep. He shoots a lot of them, too. And he's at home where he's averaging 0.4 more threes at home, 1.1 more attempts from 3 at home than he does on the road. So I like to see that as well. 6 of the 10 hits that he's had, of those 10 out of the 13, he's hit 5 or more threes. So, a lot of the time he's finishing above the hook as well, which is what I like to see. And he's got a ceiling of, he could hit 7 or 8 threes. One of those games he hit 7. So he's a very capable, guy of getting hot from 3. He could really get that done in just a short stretch of time. It's actually pretty cool. Bets like these could be a lot of fun because you could cash these pretty early if he gets, he gets on a nice stretch. He did it there in the first half versus the Bulls, and he's very capable of doing it here. Still a lot to play for the Hornets. You don't got to worry about motivation here for the Hornets. Should see Ball on the floor for his full workload. And right now, the Wizards allowing the 5th most threes in the NBA over the last 5 games. So we like to see that as well. And like I said with Ball, he's been very aggressive shooting the ball from deep as well. He's got 9+ 3-point attempts in 7 of the last 10 games. So he really is putting it up. Puts up a lot of 3-point attempts. And I expect that to continue here today. He's been absolutely scorching. He's not lacking in confidence. So we love to see that. I think he's going to have another big game today. His PRA line I really wanted to play, but it was up at 37.5. They literally moved it 3 points from the last time we played it. They moved it from 34.5 to 37.5. So I'm like, we got to find something else with potentially a little bit more value here and a little bit more of a hit rate. And I stumbled on his threes, and I really like what I saw. So love it there, guys. For our number 1 pick, LaMelo Ball over 3.5 threes here for the Charlotte Hornets at plus 130 odds. Okay, and at number 2, we're going with the Houston Rockets plus 10.5 spread here versus the Atlanta Hawks at minus 110 odds. So, guys, believe it or not, I never thought I'd be here betting on the Houston Rockets spread, but they are actually 6-1-1 in their last 8 games against the spread. They've actually been playing pretty good, led by Jalen Green and Kevin Porter Jr., who've been on an absolute tear, honestly. And they're actually starting to play a little bit of defense, too, which has really surprised me. I watched Jalen Green chase down a guy in the layup and get an insane block on the other end, get a dunk. They turned it into a dunk. I was like, where has this energy been all season from the Rockets as far as their effort? I saw it, last game in Toronto. I was very impressed by that, actually. And they covered that spread easily. Really, actually could have won that game. I believe they were like 15-point dogs, and they only lost by 2, but they were actually leading most of that game. And like I said, defensively, they are actually 16th in the NBA in defensive rating over the last 8 games, which for them is pretty dang good. They were dead last pretty much all year. So it's actually good to see. They're a little bit more fun to watch on because they actually put some effort in. And they're 17th in offensive rating over the last 8 games as well. So they really are playing solid on both ends of the ball now. It's obviously led to them covering a lot of spreads because they're plus big spreads. Normally when you're talking Rockets, you're talking plus 12, plus 15 spreads. And here I think they could cover those right now. I think they're at a point right now where, 10.5 to the Hawks. I'm not trusting the Hawks to cover 10.5 here. Jalen Green listed as questionable for this game. I really don't have a problem even if he doesn't play, though. He had just 6 points there in Toronto. So honestly, I'm not too concerned. His impact, he did play solid. Obviously defensively, saw the chase down block. But honestly, I think right now the rest of these Rockets, when they decided to bench some of the veterans, these young guys are actually playing with a lot of energy. So regardless, I think the Rockets cover here. But I would like to have Jalen Green back in the lineup as well. He's a very talented player, so I wouldn't mind seeing him. Now the Rockets already won the first meeting between these two teams this year, 132 to 126 in Atlanta. So we'd love to see that as well. It's very good. And then won 7 of the last 9 games overall versus Atlanta. So kind of crazy. You wouldn't really think that. But now Atlanta comes to this game. They are playing pretty solid right now too, guys. They are 2nd in the NBA in offensive rating, 10th in defensive rating over their last 8 games. So they've been playing solid. Like I said, 10.5 is just a little bit too much to ask for here, I think, from a cover from the Hawks. Hawks are just 3-6 on the road against the spread in the last 9 games. So, they, as far as on the road, they continue to struggle on the road. They've struggled a lot on the road this season. And the Rockets here at home, 3-1-1 against the spread at home in their last 5. So, I really think the Rockets here, guys, are going to cover 10.5. Like I said, I think it's just a little bit too much here for the Hawks. So, love it there for number 2 pick. Houston Rockets plus 10.5 spread here versus the Atlanta Hawks at minus 110 odds. Okay, and finally at number 3, we're rolling with Kyrie Irving under 4.5 rebounds here for the Brooklyn Nets at minus 112 odds. So guys, believe it or not, Kyrie Irving is 10 out of his last 13 to this under. So he's really not that involved most of the time on the glass. Now, the last couple he has been, believe he's had 6 and 8 rebounds his last couple of games. But this is a game where, believe it or not, the Pacers do not allow a lot of rebounds here lately to point guards. 13 straight starting point guards have not cashed in over to this bet. 13 straight games, and 2 of those were against James Harden, who, if you're familiar with James Harden, his rebound line is roughly 7.5. It's at least 6.5, but typically 7.5. And he's had 4 rebounds and 3 rebounds against the Pacers his last 2. So really, the Pacers really aren't giving up a lot of rebounds right now to guards, which I like to see that, honestly. And right now I think Kevin Durant, Bruce Brown, Andre Drummond, they're going to clog that paint. They're going to grab the rebounds. And it's not going to leave Irving with a lot of opportunities here. And honestly, I see him going under. And this is another game where we could see a blowout, so it could limit Kyrie's minutes. I think if the Nets had it their way, they wouldn't have him playing a lot of minutes tonight. They want to get these guys ready for the playoffs and rested up. So obviously there is blowout potential here. The spread is 15.5. And the Pacers are on a back-to-back as well. So easily could see this game turning into a blowout. And that's honestly what I'm hoping for, to get Irving off the floor, because this could be a little bit of a sweat. Anytime you have a rebound line like this, you're taking an under. Probably gonna be a sweat. It's a great bet. Like I said, 13 straight starting point guards have hit this under. I'm gonna redo those logs real quick. 4, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 4, 1, 0, 4, 2, and 3. Last 13 games versus starting point guards here for the Pacers. So, obviously we'd love to see that. And, like I said, I think Kyrie's going to have a tough time here, honestly, grabbing rebounds. Already this season, his last 2 versus the Indiana Pacers, he's had 3 rebounds and 4 rebounds. He's already cashed the under twice already in his last 2 games versus the Pacers, so we like that as well. And right now, just 5 games at home, but he is averaging 1.6 less rebounds per game at home, averaging just 3 rebounds per game in 5 home games this season, and he averages 4.6 on the road. So, honestly, I do like all those things, guys. I love the under bet here. Like I said, I'm hoping not to see too much of him on the floor, particularly in the second half, but I do love it there, guys. For number 3 pick, Kyrie Irving under 4.5 rebounds here for the Brooklyn Nets at minus 112 odds. Okay, guys, that's going to do it for our picks. If you enjoyed the content, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We are on the road to 5,000 subscribers. Also, consider hitting that like button if you're a returning viewer as well. It really does help us out. Last day of the season in the NBA here, guys. Really psyched about it. We have a lot of games on the schedule. Really just wanted to touch the games that had a lot to play for. I want the motivation to be intact. I want to know what I'm dealing with. But we may have some added plays later once we get some lines out and kind of evaluate some of the situations, if teams are going to play their starters or not. Kind of got to figure that out. But it's tough. It's tough betting in the NBA in April. We've done here solid over the last couple days, though. We are 4-1 over the last 2 days in the NBA. 5-1 overall, including our including baseball as well, last 2 days. So we like to see that. So we're closing out the season right, which is what we want to do. Kind of just want to get through this and get to the playoffs, to be honest with you guys. But I do love the plays today. Like I said, we have enough motivation on the line and, trends and stuff working in our favor, which is what I like to see. Reminder as well, guys, added plays will be in the pinned comment at the top of this video. Also in our Discord and in our Twitter. You can view them on any one of those sites. You don't have to go to all 3. You just view them on one of those. The reason I do that is so it's convenient for you guys, however you guys want to view it. If you want to view added plays on the Discord, you can do it in there. You can do it on the Twitter if you prefer that, or you can do it. Come back to the video and you can view it here. I think there was a little bit of confusion about that, about where I'm posting stuff. But the idea is that I put it in as many spots as I can so you guys can view it. That's the only reason I'm doing that. So it should be pretty easy to find. Like I said, I have it in 3 different spots. So hopefully you guys can find it if we do have added plays. Like I said, likely have a few added plays for baseball. I'm not sure about the NBA yet. I may, though. All just depends. If there's something that catches my eye that I really like, I'll post that, like I said, in the pinned comment. Other than that, guys, check out our Prize Picks link, SFP, our code as well. You get a 100% deposit match on your first deposit up to $100. It is also a great way to support the stream here for us as well. And like I said, it is a great app to use. Be sure to check out our Straight Fire MVP program as well. Also a great way to support the channel. Other than that, guys, I'm excited here. We're going to have a great day here in the NBA. We're going to have a lot of fun. Looking forward to it. Thanks for the support as always, guys. Let's close out the NBA season right. Until we see you guys again next time, peace out.